The Bystander Effect. Are you guilty? Welcome back to our channel, where we explore fascinating psychological phenomena that impact our lives. Today, we're delving into the intriguing world of the bystander effect. Imagine you are a participant in the renowned Good Samaritan Study. Your task is to prepare a sermon on the parable of the Good Samaritan and deliver it in another building. As you make your way, you come across a person in distress, a figure slumped over and moaning in visible pain. What do? Do you rush over to help them? Call for an ambulance? If your answer was of course, your true actions might surprise you. This was a real experiment conducted by John Darley and Daniel Batson in 1973. In this experiment, seminary students were the subjects, and the aim was to investigate how the presence of others affected their willingness to help a person in need. The experiment manipulated two factors: the participants' level of hurry, ranging from late to on time, and the presence of other people in the vicinity. The results were striking. The presence of others had a significant impact on the participants' likelihood of helping. When participants were in a hurry, only 10% stopped to help the person in distress, regardless of whether others were present or not. However, when participants were not in a hurry, the presence of other people had a profound effect. Only 63% of participants helped when they believed they were the only person present, while the percentage dropped to 31% when there were other people nearby. The bystander effect is driven by a combination of psychological factors. When faced with an emergency in a crowd, people, including you, often experience diffusion of responsibility. They believe that someone else will take charge or possess greater knowledge or skills to help. In these situations, people also engage in social comparison. They look to others for cues on how to respond. If nobody is taking action, they interpret it as a signal that the situation might not be as serious as it appears. So, why does this occur? The underlying reason is that individuals feel less personally accountable in a crowd. They assume that someone else will step forward and take action, while they themselves hesitate, unsure of what to do. These psychological factors can have serious consequences. Historical events like the tragic murder of Kitty Genovese highlight how the bystander effect can lead to tragic outcomes. In 1964, in the Queens borough of New York City, Kitty Genovese, a young woman, was attacked and murdered outside her apartment building. What made this incident particularly shocking was the fact that it occurred over the course of 30 minutes, during which multiple witnesses observed or heard the attack, yet failed to intervene or contact the authorities. The case gained widespread attention when it was reported that approximately 38 people in nearby apartments witnessed or heard parts of the assault, but none of them took immediate action or called for help. This chilling revelation led to a surge of public interest in understanding why so many individuals chose not to intervene. The Kitty Genovese story serves as a stark reminder of the bystander effect's potential consequences and the importance of addressing this phenomenon. Now, let's address a potential counter-argument. Some may argue that people's hesitance to help in emergencies is due to a lack of knowledge or skills. However, the Good Samaritan Study reveals that even seminary students who were well-versed in compassion and morality showed a decreased likelihood of helping when the bystander effect came into play. It's important to recognize that we have the power to break free from the bystander effect. It starts with acknowledging our own tendencies and taking personal responsibility for the well-being of others. Here are some practical steps we can take. Be aware. Recognize that the bystander effect exists and can influence our behavior. Stay vigilant in situations where help may be needed. Overcome diffusion of responsibility. Actively remind yourself that you have a role to play and that your actions matter. Don't assume someone else will take charge. Be the first. Be the courageous individual who breaks the inertia and takes the first step to help. Your actions can inspire others to follow suit. Trust your instincts. If something feels wrong or someone appears to be in distress, trust your gut and take action. It's better to err on the side of caution and offer assistance. By adopting these strategies, we can create a culture of compassion and support, where individuals are empowered to overcome the bystander effect and make a positive difference in the lives of others. In that same scenario on the busy street, Imagine if just one person decided to step forward, to offer assistance, or to call for help. That single act of courage could inspire others to follow suit. By breaking free from the influence of the crowd, we can create a culture of compassion and support. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this video insightful, please consider liking and subscribing to our channel for more thought-provoking content.